afternoon, cyber friends. It's Mike Roybal here from IT Colorado. Here to talk about our weekly cybersecurity topic, which is fraud detection and prevention. I apologize in advance if my camera is acting wonky. We got a new one on order, but it's been going out at random times and seems to be a little bit laggy. So that's why I'm late right now. I am Michael Roybal. I own and operate IT Colorado here in Northern Colorado. We specialize in managed services with a cybersecurity first approach to managing those IT systems. Again, today we're going to be talking about fraud detection and prevention. So first, let's discuss why this is important. Understanding the risks that are associated with fraud is the first step in safeguarding your business. And here are some critical points that we want to go over. The first one is financial losses. Fraud can have a direct impact on your company's bottom line. And according to estimates, organizations lose an average of 5% of their annual revenues to fraud, which can translate to a lot of money, especially for larger enterprises. So beyond the immediate financial losses, companies may also face recovery costs. They may face legal fees and even settlement payments. Then there is reputation damage. In today's world, news travels fast. Unfortunately, a single fraud incident can tarnish a company's reputation, and this will affect customer trust as well as brand perception or brand recognition. Consumers are increasingly aware of data breaches and fraud, and it leads them to reconsider their business relationships. So once trust is lost, regaining it can be a long and costly process. Then there is regulatory compliance, and this is something that's really been kicking up in the industry lately. Many industries are subject to regulations that require robust fraud prevention measures, such as the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, which is FINRA, and the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, and this is basically the FTC safeguards rule. Failure to comply can result in penalties, fines, and additional scrutiny from regulatory bodies, which can also divert resources away from core business functions. Nobody likes to pay fines for something that could have been prevented. Then there is operational efficiency. So effective fraud prevention strategies contribute to smoother operations. When businesses proactively address these fraud risks, they can streamline processes and reduce the redundancies associated with fraud investigations and the remediation efforts. So how does it help? Let's explore how fraud prevention helps businesses thrive. By implementing an effective fraud prevention measure, it has significant benefits. So here's a quick overview. Let's talk about risk mitigation. By identifying and addressing these vulnerabilities within your systems and within your processes, your business can minimize the potential risks. Regular risk assessments help organizations understand where they stand in terms of exposure and guide investment in the right preventative measures. There's enhanced trust. Customers feel safer knowing that businesses take fraud prevention seriously. This leads to increased customer loyalty, and it can really be a differentiator for a company in a competitive market. Companies that prioritize the security often find that their commitment resonates with their consumers, and it further strengthens their brand loyalty. Then there's improved revenue. So preventing fraud protects revenue streams by stopping these fraudulent transactions before they occur. Businesses can ensure that their earnings remain intact. In addition, a reputation for security can also attract new customers, leading to improved sales and improved market share. Then there's data protection. So fraud prevention measures often involve securing sensitive data. This is crucial when in today's digital world, where data breaches can have devastating effects. And these data breaches are happening quite often, and they are more common day by day. So by safeguarding customer and operational data, businesses not only prevent fraud, but they also comply with data protection regulations like GDPR and CCPA. So let's talk about some best practices for fraud prevention that businesses should implement. Establishing a strong defense against fraud activities is very, very important. So here are some key points. There is employee education. Conduct regular training sessions to help employees recognize fraudulent activities and understand the protocols. Knowledgeable employees can serve as the first line of defense, so consider providing real-time examples and role-playing scenarios to make training engaging and practical. Implement strong access controls. Limit access to the sensitive data based on roles and responsibilities. This includes using role-based access controls and regularly reviewing the access permissions to ensure that they align with current job functions. Strong access controls prevent unauthorized individuals from accessing sensitive information. Monitor the transactions, so regularly audit and review and analyze transactions for unusual patterns or anomalies. Implementing automated monitoring tools can also help detect irregular activities in real time. Set alerts for transactions that fall outside of typical parameters, enabling a quick investigation and response. Also, encourage reporting by fostering a culture where employees feel comfortable reporting suspicious activities without fear of retribution. It's really going to help inside of your organization. And also establish clear reporting channels. So make sure employees know who to report to and what to report. Recognizing and rewarding these employees who report suspicious behavior can further encourage vigilance. Here are some common tools. Let's look at some of the ones that are available for fraud prevention and detection. Utilizing the right technology can enhance your fraud prevention strategies. Solutions like SAS, fraud management, that's SAS, and FICO, Falcon, analyze transactions in real time to detect fraud patterns. These tools leverage machine learning and data analytics. They also help to identify unusual behavior, and they enable businesses to act quickly before fraud occurs. There's identity verification tools, services like Jumio or Ideology. These help verify customer identities, so preventing account takeovers and identity theft. These tools often use biometric verification and document validation to ensure that customers are who they claim to be. There's some data analytic tools, platforms like Tableau, or Google Analytics. They can be used to analyze trends and detect anomalies in transaction data. There's also data visualization, which can help businesses identify red flags and understand customer behavior better, informing both fraud prevention and marketing strategies. Of course, multi-factor authentication, our favorite term in cybersecurity. Implementing MFA adds an extra layer of security. We can't say this enough. It makes it more difficult for fraudsters to gain access. So by requiring users to verify their identity through multiple means, MFA significantly reduces the risk of unauthorized access. So once again, I'd like to thank you for joining us. My name is Michael Roybal with IT Colorado. If you would like to talk with me or talk to my team, please go to itcolorado.com/book-a-call. I do appreciate those of you that check in, that follow our videos, that interact with our page, and I want to wish you all a happy holidays. I'm not sure. I don't think we're going to be doing a video for the next couple of weeks. So talk to you soon. Thank you for joining.